Hello my darlings, I hope you're doing great. So today, another Arabic fragrance video. I told you, I'm really on a roll since last year. And I think I'm getting deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. Today, I am testing only one brand, but very different fragrances, including some very viral ones. Now, this is a brand that I knew of. However, in my country, it has always been very difficult to purchase anything from it. So I finally have a bunch that I can review. Full disclosure, everything that I'll be showing has been sent to me by the brand. However, it's not a sponsored content and all opinions are my own as per usual. You guys know I'm not afraid to lose in order to win your trust. So let's start. I have so many, at least 9 fragrances. I'm gonna start with this one. And the brand that we'll be reviewing today, by the way, is Khadlaj. Am I saying this correctly? Please tell me. Is it Khadlaj? I think it is, right? All right. So the first fragrance I have in my hand is called Sensous Night. And I saw on the website that there quite a bit more in this particular collection. I have the night one, and this is very, very pleasant. By the way, I'll be having a hard time to tell you if these fragrances are dupes of anything that I know, because as far as I tested, I can only say that maybe 2 are a little bit like dupey, inspiration-y. The rest, not sure. So Sensous Night has lemon, pineapple and green apple at the top. Then we have some black currant, rose, jasmine and violet. And guys, the puppy is back in the house. And I'm very sorry. If you're gonna hear the paws scratching the surface of the floor, if you're gonna hear bumping on the door, it's probably his ass trying to lay down as close to me as possible. He hates to be excluded from things happening. So now he's barking at me. Sorry, I'm very, very sorry. Back to the fragrance. The base notes are cedarwood, patchouli, amber, and vanilla. And this is absolutely lovely, I must say. It's so pretty. It is definitely a sensual fragrance. I would say it is a little bit similar maybe to La Nuit Trésor, stuff like that. But it does remind me of La Nuit Trésor. It's just way more suave and smooth, but has that very similar rose, and you know, the apple and the pineapple in the beginning give it such a nice fruity fresh blast. So I would say this fragrance is on the fresher side, but still has quite nice sweetness and sensuality that you can totally wear it for an evening, but also for me, daytime is also perfect because, you know, I like heavy hitters. I'm not bothered by scents too much. The longevity is very nice. It's around 7 hours for sure, with moderate projection. And yeah, it does a little bit remind me of La Nuit Trésor range from Lancôme. So I think it's a solid one, definitely a solid release. Gorgeous bottle, this I have to say. The bottles that I have here in front of me are very sturdy, heavy, good caps, heavy metal caps. Love it. So Sensous Night is the first one. Another fragrance that I want to review for you is impossible to find the description of online, even on their own website. I don't know why, but it's really, really hard to find. So I'm just gonna roll with it. I have no idea about the notes. No idea. I'm just gonna guess it for you. But with that being said, this fragrance really surprised me. I didn't think much of it. I didn't even know of it before I received it. However, this one is so good. Trust me. It's very unfortunate that, you know, we don't have it on Fragrantica or anywhere. But I'm just gonna roll with it for you. So this is Le Prestige Bold. And it looks like this. Really, really cool packaging. And at first, I was thinking, like the bottle, maybe it's gonna be similar to Baccarat Rouge Extrait or something. It's not. And honestly, it's incredible. It's incredible. When I first smelled it, I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell did they just do here? This, not entirely, but in a very high percentage, reminds me of Feuve Delicieuse from Dior. It really does. I'm not saying it's a dupe, but the DNA is very similar. I'm definitely getting tonka. It's powdery. It's very sweet. It's amazing. It is just amazing. Also, you know, again, I'm rolling with it, so bear with me here, but I'm definitely getting some smooth woods. But this is sweet, it's sensual and very, very potent. I love it. Think of Fève Delicieuse and Hypnotic Poison from Dior having a baby. This is how I would categorize it. Fragrance is incredible. So if you can get your hands on this, Le Prestige Bold, you absolutely have to. It's unique enough that even if you have Fève Delicieuse or Hypnotic Poison, you'll be super happy to have this, and it's absolutely not redundant. I love it. This really blew my mind. I also definitely get like this mixture of tonka almonds or tonka heliotrope, you know, something like that. Because it is a little bit nutty as well. It's like a tonka, powdery, nutty, very sweet, with woody undertone. I love it. I love it. So, this, I know it's not popular. I know it might be scary to test it out and purchase it blindly. But trust me, if to every one of you who love Fève Delicieuse or Hypnotic Poison from Dior or even Velvet Tonka from BDK, you will thank me. You will thank me. This is phenomenal. Very, very nice. Very nice. It has something from all these three fragrances that I mentioned. So to me, it's a solid one again. Very, very good. Definitely more leaning into niche territory comparing to this Sensous Night, right? This one is very, very easy, and I would say very easy of a blind buy. With this one, just thank me later, okay? Just thank me later. It's good. It's really, really good, and it has amazing lasting power as well. When I was testing it, I could smell it from morning till late at night on my skin. Not only clothes, on my skin. So this is a great one. You do have to love sweet, and you do have to love almondy, you have to love powdery, but if you do, you have to get this. All right, what do we have next, my darlings? We've done Sensous Night, we've done this red one. So the next one I want to talk to you about is something that's not really up my alley. And you know, I'm being always very, very honest. It's a very kind gift from the brand. However, this is just not exactly my style because it's just simply very masculine. And this is called Karus Amber Gold. And it looks like that. Long story short, it's not for me. However, I'm definitely giving it either to my dad or my father-in-law. And I think either of those men would be very, very happy with it. And they're both very sophisticated, classy men. So yeah, just putting it out there. So in the top we have blackcurrant and cyclamen. Then we have rose, jasmine and narcissus. And then in the base we've got oud, incense, benzoin and patchouli. And you know, the notes sound unisex, even feminine leaning, right? No, not exactly. It's not how this fragrance develops, which is a little bit surprising for me because, you know, when I read the notes, I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna love it. I mean, it definitely can be called unisex, especially in our world of fragrance community. This will be surely categorized as unisex because it has that, you know, sweet fruity touch. It has that nice rose and jasmine, which are very feminine notes when you combine them together, right? However, to me, incense and oud and especially patchouli come through the most in this fragrance. I would say this is like a blackcurrant, oud, benzoin, patchouli scent with some rose and jasmine running through it. It's not powdery. This is a very timeless, elegant scent. I think it will be great for anyone, not that I'm fragrance ageist, but anyone like 35 and above. Maybe that's how I would maybe, you know, put you in a realm of how it might smell. It's definitely a mature one. Now, it's definitely also you know, similar to all those fragrances like Celle Arshela from Swiss Arabian a little bit, but way less rosy. So in here for me, patchouli, incense, rose and oud play the main strings, if I may say so, with the addition of blackcurrant in the beginning. It is a very interesting fragrance. It's definitely beautiful, but for me, it runs slightly masculine Middle Eastern. It's a very classic Middle Eastern scent. It's not cloying or overpowering. It has a lot of lightness to it, so it's great for every day. It's not like a, you know, such a dense scent that you can really barely handle it. No, it's actually good for every day. So if you like those typical classic Middle Eastern fragrances with a nice contemporary touch of blackcurrant, then you will probably really love this. But again, I think that either my dad or my father-in-law or even my mother-in-law, who's my age, she's 35 now, I think she would even like it, you know, because she really enjoys this kind of scents at the moment. So yeah, like, okay, it is unisex. It's definitely unisex. It doesn't lean too masculine or too feminine. On my skin, it's just too much patchouli for me to like really fall in love. But if you love patchouli with some fruits and rose and incense, then it's good. It's a very good quality scent. So that is this. Next, I have something that's also to me masculine leaning, and that is the anniversary collection, and it is called Trust, and it looks like this. It's absolutely beautiful. So in Trust we've got fresh fruity tones of mandarin orange, pink pepper and star anise. Then we have freesia, heliotrope, jasmine, orange blossom, lily of the valley and orchid. And then in the base we've got ambergris, cedarwood, leather, moss, musk and patchouli. And it's kind of the same situation as with the Karus one. You know, the top notes and the mid notes can really fool you that this is a straight up feminine fragrance, and they're really not. To me, Trust probably leans even more masculine than Karus does. This one is from a different family though. This is definitely very fresh and very ambergris based. For me, ambergris is one of the sexiest notes, and I love it on myself and on a man. However, in combination with leather here and cedar wood and musk patchouli, it actually leans quite masculine as it's starting to dry down. So I definitely see more so a man than a woman wearing it and pulling this off. I find it a little bit difficult to make it work on my skin. I think that Karus would be even better for me, better suited for me and my skin than Trust. However, this is a phenomenal fragrance in general. It definitely does remind me of something, but for the life of me, I will not tell you what. I really cannot pinpoint it. I really cannot. However, if you enjoy fragrances from, like all those fresher scents from Sospiro and Zerjoff, if you enjoy fresher scents from Fragrance de Bois, if you enjoy fresher masculine fragrances from NAVITUS, then this will be another one that you'll be very happy to have in your collection or your partner's collection. So yeah, this is Trust. Performance, outstanding. So far, all these fragrances have very, very good performance, especially the red one. This, I have to say, is a banger, but this one as well. Even though it's a fresher family, it's very, very strong and very long lasting. So that is Trust, the anniversary edition. All right, this is another very unisex fragrance. And don't worry guys, I have some super feminine ones, so stay tuned. And I have the most viral ones as well. But I want to go through these super exclusive ones first. So this one is kinda looking like Vidian bottle and packaging. This is called Empire and this is Crown. So there are several of this collection, and this one, the one I have, is called Crown. And the bottle is also stunning. You know I love my black and gold, right? White gold, black gold, sign me up. So in here we've got grapefruit, then we have some ginger and ambrette, and in the base we have musk, vetiver, patchouli and ambrox. So this one, I would say, is actually the freshest out of everything I have here, and it definitely does go very unisex, masculine leaning, because of, again, that combination of ambroxan and vetiver and patchouli in the dry down. The top is amazing. I personally adore the combination between grapefruit and ginger, and ambrette is one of my favorite notes, so at the top I'm in love. However, it does go quite masculine on me after a while. It's gorgeous though. It's so beautiful. This is such a well done scent. Oh, the grapefruit here, guys, the grapefruit. I think you will love it if you love Vetiver Pamplemousse from Zara. You know, you remember that one? It was very popular when it was released with Jo Malone. This is kind of like that. It just goes deeper, muskier, and it's more anchored in the base. It's way stronger. And it's lovely. This one, even though it does lean slightly masculine, I do actually see myself wearing this in the summertime, because this is going to be a very long-lasting, fresh fragrance that you can wear every day, but also for like summer parties during the night. It's gorgeous. If you love ginger and grapefruit together, you need to try this. You really need to try this. And you know, the dry down of that musk vetiver, that's why it reminds me so much of Vetiver Pamplemousse from Zara, because it was kind of a similar combination, with this little difference that this one is a powerhouse. This stays on your skin for 10 hours at least, with very good projection. So I'm actually very curious about the rest of these fragrances, especially from this collection. I really want to try them. This one, so far so good. Again, it's unisex, leans slightly masculine, but you know, I think with citruses, it's very easy to pull them off, even if they lean masculine, because it's a citrus, you know? So that androgynous vibe, it's actually perfect for your like white t-shirt and blue jeans, right? In the summer, and you're good to go. And everybody is gonna be like, oh my God, who is she? She's so cool. This is a cool girl of a scent, or a cool guy. So I really like it. Empire Crown. Don't let the black luxurious bottle fool you, because when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be such a strong oud for sure. No, this is actually a very fresh fragrance, very contemporary. Another fragrance that you might know is Ingenious Ginger from Goldfield and Banks. Also quite similar to this, but Ingenious Ginger has vanilla to it. This one has Masque Vetiver and Brett, but similar vibe. I love it, very, very strong. So massive thumbs up from me. Okay, let's move on. Super viral fragrance we have in here. And my friend Noelle, I'm pretty sure you know her, right? She loves this and she keeps raving and raving about it. So I really wanted to know what the hell this is about. And this is supposed to be a dupe or inspiration from Angel's Share by Kilian. And I must say, as much as it is quite similar in the dry down, like when it starts to dry down after like 20 minutes, you really do smell similarities. However, the top is quite different for me. And I'm talking about La Fede Intoxicate. The bottle is stunning. The cap is massive. You really can punch someone with it if you really want to. Not that I'm suggesting it, but if you wanted to, you could. Okay? So the bottle is super heavy. It also looks like a whiskey carafe, right? So the inspiration is quite apparent. However, the notes are different. They're definitely different. So in the top we have cognac. We have Lily of the Valley, almond, bergamot, mandarin and freesia. So as you can see, it's way more complex than Angel's Share from the start. Then in the mid we've got cinnamon, tonka bean and oak and coconut and caramel, plum blossom and peony and ylang. And in the very base we've got vanilla, amber, musk, sandalwood. So I'm gonna be very honest with you, as per usual. When I first sprayed it, I didn't like it. I really, really didn't like it. I was like, what the flippin' hell is this? It annoyed me so much, but you know, it tricked me. It really tricked me, because sometimes, more often than not, with Arabic brands, Middle Eastern brands, you do kind of have to release a few sprays and then let the fragrance sit in order to fully, you know, see it, smell it, and experience it as it should be. And that's what I did. I waited, and now I'm in love. And I know what Noelle meant when she was raving about this one. Let me spray it, but I do not really want to spray it on myself because I'm already full on both of my arms. So I'm just gonna spray it on a strip. At first, you do a beautiful, sweet blast of cognac mixed with some mandarin and almond. And yes, there is a little bit of that soapy feeling from freesia. And that's what annoyed me in the beginning the most. That freesia top was like, ugh, for me. You know, I didn't really love it. But I let it sit for around 3 weeks now, and it's gone. It's pretty much gone. I smell it very faintly, but it blends with other notes so well that I'm not bothered at all. And in the mid, that's where the magic starts to happen. This fragrance becomes absolutely magical after a while. Like, leave it for 10 to 20 minutes and you'll be in love. In love. Just think of a less woody version of Angel's Share with added coconut and some florals and some plum blossom. Incredible. Incredible. I love it. I really, really do. So yeah, it's similar to Angel's Share, however, way more complex, less woody, way more feminine in my opinion. This leans way more feminine than Angel's Share. Now with Latafa Camera, I also have this experience. To me, it leans way more feminine than Angel's Share. However, Latafa is like date based. It's almost gooey. It's like honeyed dates. This one goes into a different direction. It goes into tropical florals and coconut. And there's also some caramel. It's not as gooey. It's more airy. It's more tropical. You could even wear this for vacation. Even though this is a very long-lasting fragrance with great projection, you can actually take it on vacation. Because this is going to transport you. You know, this is just going to transport you. It is phenomenal. Phenomenal. However, just give it a little bit of time. So just keep in mind that this has to sit a little to, you know, have its full glory. But it's a very, very good scent. I enjoy it. I wear it. It's just great. It's just great. Next one. I have three more fragrances. Next one stole my heart very quickly. And this is 10 times, if not more, better version of scents like Latafayara Pink. Okay? This is 100 times better. And that is Nuha. Nuha! Lovely packaging, quite heavy with metal cap. So, you know, not very travel friendly. Even I might decant it before I go somewhere with it. But it's very inexpensive and it is phenomenal. So, you've got apple and coconut here. Then you've got some jasmine, heliotrope and rose. And in the very dry down you have sandalwood, vanilla and cashmeran. It's like a resinous, musky cashmeran. I love it. I love it. It is extremely long lasting and way more tropical coconut comparing to Latafayara that, you know, so many people rave about. And I'm not like, it's not a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, it's okay, it's alright, but is it the best thing ever? Nah. This, I would say, is potentially the best thing ever. It's amazing. It's so lovely. It becomes one with your skin, with your clothes, with your chemistry, with your personality. It is super feminine. It is still that strawberry kind of a milkshake scent. However, because of coconut and heliotrope here, this changes everything. This changes everything for me. It becomes way more beachy, tropical, and way more bearable for me to wear throughout the day because Yara felt a bit annoying. And also the lasting power is like 100 times better, to be very honest with you. It's so good. So good. You get a very creamy coconut. It's mainly a coconut scent to me. Mainly a coconut scent. With a little bit with like fruity touch and heliotrope, but mainly a coconut. So, if you like your coconuts, but then in a very girly way, then try Nuha. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You're not gonna regret this. And now we're getting till the end of this video. And here I present you one of the most viral fragrances from any Arabic brand. And that is, of course, Hareem al Sultan. And to your surprise, and to make this review even more perfect, I have both oil version and the eau de parfum version. You guys know probably that the oil version is the one that went so viral online. It's loved by big influencers, small influencers, perfume community, you name it. It's super popular, right? And I do like it, but I'm just not the biggest fan of perfume oils. You guys know, like, I'm into that whole process of, like, you know, getting into the shower, exfoliating, washing yourself thoroughly, then moisturizing, putting oils on your skin, then getting into that bakur situation, right? Like, yes, I'm like, sign me up. I do that. I have my own bakurs and I do that. I love it. I love Arabic culture and I love Arabic perfume culture. Like, it's 10 out of 10 for me. So sign me up. And then, yeah, I would put a perfume oil, but on top, I would still feel naked if I didn't have a perfume spray, because I would never get out of the house without having something on my clothes and in my hair. Like, this will never happen. You will meet me in my worst moment of my life and this will never happen. So now I have my whole routine, okay? Because now I actually do use this oil because I have the eau de parfum and this makes sense to me. So if you want to purchase this super viral fragrance, purchase it, but do it in combination. Get the oil, but have something to spray on your clothes if you love the scent so much, right? To me, it only makes sense. I would not even look in this direction of Hareem al Sultan oil if they didn't have the EDP as well. This is just me. I know people are different. Maybe I'm stupid, crazy, and dumb. I might be. It's okay. But for me, it only makes sense that if you want to have the viral Hareem, you have to have them both. Because yes, your body will smell nice, but imagine you put your layers of clothes on, like your t-shirt, your sweater, your coat. Where's the scent? You go by someone and no one can smell you? Nonsense. Nonsense. So get it, but get it with the EDP. So now we can actually review it after this massive rant of mine and me being a little bit too opinionated for what it is, right? We can now move on. So actually the EDP version is I think a little bit different note-wise because in the EDP we've got rose and bergamot, and then we have nutmeg, jasmine, amber, and then we have oud, agarwood, sandalwood, and patchouli. Whereas in the oil situation, as far as I remember, this one is way more fruity, or at least more fruits are disclosed. Yeah, in the top we've got bergamot, jasmine, peony, then we have pineapple, plum, and peach, told ya. And then in the dry down we've got musk, sandalwood, patchouli. So this supposedly is way more fruity, way more sweet, you know, more like a fruit cocktail. You know, it has this pipette. It's not even a pipette. It's like a, you know, you just smear it on your skin. And I really, really do like the fragrance. Is it something extraordinary, worth being worn by everyone? You know, some people hate guidance from Amouage, right? And some people say it's a masterpiece. So I think it's a very personal thing to say. It's up to you. It's very, very lovely. Very lovely. It's sweet. It's kind of a candy fragrance. What I get the most out of the oil version is peach and pineapple, which for me is a winner. I love it. I truly, absolutely adore this scent. Now, then we have this, right? Which is its liquid version. But it is different. It is definitely different. They're not the same. However, I think that the intention here was that you simply mix them together, and this way you have the combo of your dreams. I feel like the EDP will amp up that fruitiness that's in here so much, because you have so many anchoring notes in this fragrance, such as oud and, you know, all those heavier ones. This is phenomenal together. It really is. And this, I understand. Like, you know, they could be exactly the same, but I actually like that they're slightly different. This one is still very, very sweet and fruity and, you know, gorgeously girly. This one is more like pineapple peach. So when you mix them together, that's when I feel like a masterpiece comes to life. Because for me, the oil itself, by itself, it's like, it's great, but it's like a nice fruity concoction. Whereas this one by itself, it's like a nice, sweet, ambery, girly scent. But together, this is it. Together, this is what I want to smell like. This I understand. This is amazing together. They're good alone, but together they shine. So I would highly suggest, if you really want to get them, I would suggest getting both. Because, you know, this one you can top up during the day. You know, it's just easier to spray a fragrance on yourself than to put oil on you, right? But I would suggest having both. I really would. If I was you and if you were debating, I would get both. But this is just my opinion. And I think we're done with this beautiful brand. I'm very, very excited to try more from them, because so far I'm absolutely in love. If I were to choose my, okay, let's say top 3. They're all amazing, but if I had to choose my top 3, I would choose for sure this, Le Prestige Bold. Amazing. If you love Fève Délicieuse from Duo, you're gonna be head over heels in love with it. Nuha. Amazing. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Girly, florally coconut. That's slightly powdery and slightly tropical. Amazing. Nuha, 10 out of 10. And I'm kind of on the fence what to tell you, because I really, really appreciate this fragrance, and that is Empire Crown, for the combination of ginger and grapefruit and ambrette. It's amazing for summer and so strong. So that would be like my honorable one. And of course, since, you know, it's so viral, of course, like I would still love to have and hype up these, but I would only say they are amazing together. Alone, yeah, but together, that's when the magic happens. So these two I would count as one. So this is like my top 3 still, right? Bold, Prestige, Nuha, and these. So yeah, let's say this has my 4th spot, but I love it. I love them all. I love them all. It's very hard to choose, but if I had to, that would be it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please tell me what other Arabic brands I have to review. Have I not touched upon something in particular that you really, really want my review on? Let me know. You know, I'm very, very open to suggestions, and I love you, and see you in my next one. Bye.